Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. So in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys how to animate this hangar door, which is a bifold door. And in this tutorial I'm only going to be covering the animation aspect of things because it is currently not possible to put this hangar with the animation into Xplane without a third-party plugin. But me and my team have been developing one, and we will be releasing that one shortly along with our Pensacola V2 update. But basically I'm going to be teaching you, as I said, only the animation aspect of things, of the doors, and I will make a future video on how to export it to Xplane and how to get this animation to work with the click of a button to open and close the hangar. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and put the cursor at the top, preferably the front top part, or maybe like down the middle. Yeah, like right back here. So press shift and then right click to place the cursor up there. So after that, we're going to make sure that the cursor is in the center. So we're going to go ahead and head over to the view menu, and since the horizontal axis is the x-axis, we're going to move it on the x-axis until it's basically in the center. And you can see that if we just like keep sliding the slider, the increments to which it slides is too much. So usually I just hold shift and then I slide it. It's a little more precise, so that's right down the center. It's like exactly where we want it. And then we're going to right click and set origin to 3D cursor. So you can see the origin is right at the top of the door, which is exactly where we want it, and this is the top door. So now we're going to do the same thing with the bottom door, except that we're simply just going to move the cursor. So view menu, location of a 3D cursor, down the z-axis, because we want it to be exactly aligned on the z-axis with the top door's origin, and I'll explain why in a little bit. So once again, I'm holding shift, and we want it like somewhere in the middle of the hinge here so that it rotates along that pivoting point. So then we're just going to go ahead and select the bottom door, set origin to 3D cursor, and now we have the origin set. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we select the bottom door, then the top door last, to make sure that the bottom door has this like red outline and the top door has the more orange, light orange outline, meaning that this door, the top door, is selected. Then press Control P, I think, and then object keep transform. So we just parented the bottom door to this top door, so now the rotation follows it. So that we're going to be rotating the top door along the x-axis. But first, we need to make sure that the rotation on the bottom door is inverted from the one that we're going to do on the top door. So that might sound a little complicated, but it's actually really simple, and we're going to be using something called constraints. So if we just select the bottom door, and we just go to the constraints menu, which is this like thing, it's under the physics menu, we add object constraint, and we're just going to do transform, copy rotation. We're going to set the target to be top door, and we're simply just going to invert the x-axis and then basically just leave everything else as it is. And as you can see, our x, it follows the rotation of the door. So now all we have to do is literally just animate the top door with a rotation until, so I tried to pay really close attention when modeling this door to like the opening door mechanism, and I still haven't modeled the wheels on this one. But basically we want to make sure that it reaches like the very bottom part of this bar. So let me just raise it like there basically. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. We're gonna go to frame 1, then all we have to do is select the top door, press I, and then let's add a keyframe for rotation. And then just so we can see it, usually if you saw my animation tutorial, we just do it on frame 2 for Xplane so it doesn't extrapolate. But for visual purposes, I'm going to put this on the second keyframe on frame 60. So make sure you just put the pointer on frame 60, then select the top door, R, X, and then just move the cursor up and until basically like, let's see, R, X again, until it like reaches that top point. Then we're going to press I again, and then rotation. So now let's see how the animation looks like. And if we take a closer look, you can see that this is why we set the origins the way we set them. because now the bottom door is rotating along that pivoting point, which is its hinge. So now you can see it follows right on that hinge, and it basically looks like it's attached to it. So this is it for the animation, and I will be making another video on how to import this into XSpline, because right now we still need to release our plugin which would let you do that, or actually SAM, Scenery Animation Manager, which I assume some of you are familiar with, might already have a feature that lets you implement this animation into XSpline, but I'm not 100% sure how that would work. I'm sure you will have to work with data refs and stuff, but if you guys want to check out their manual or something, maybe I'll check it out and see if I can make an updated tutorial on like how to implement this to SAM. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I really hope this was useful.